Seattle police are investigating an assault on a baby, and it was caught on camera because of a nanny cam. So we want to first tell you that the baby appears to be okay, so that's some good news. But investigators say a 20-year-old nanny is accused of violently shaking, smothering, and throwing stuffed animals at an 11-month-old baby just this week. Now the parents say that they noticed the baby had a couple of bruises on her forehead and then reviewed a nanny cam, which, by the way, was in plain sight and had been addressed before they discovered these terrible things. So the nanny was recommended by a social media group, which is very common, and has since been booked in jail for assault. So we asked the owner of an agency called A Nanny for You how to empower parents to hire a great nanny. And you may think it starts with a background check, but we FaceTime Rebecca Dyke, and she says you should never start that way.
It's never about a criminal record check or a driving record check or a social security trace. It's never about how is their background. It's always about who are their references, how long have they known them, and how were they brought up, how are they raised, what are their relationships with people like.
So the question is, what kinds of qualities should a great nanny have? Well, Rebecca says first, look at the responsiveness of the people you're screening. Do they respond quickly? Secondly, check out their references. And then ask questions like, how many hours a week did you care for the child? How long did that job last? And how will the parents respond to us? How did you leave that relationship? Do you still maintain a relationship with your employers? And third, don't hire a nanny who jumps into talking about money or the details of the contract right away. Rebecca says she screened one woman who said, I just need money, so whatever, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, I just need the money. And if you're a parent looking to hire a nanny, you need to tell them to go get money somewhere else, because this is about forming a quality, long-term relationship and finding someone who is fulfilled being around your child. And that is why services like hers are helpful, but there is a cost associated with finding someone if you use a nanny service, and that's up to 15% of the nanny's paycheck, which means you'll be paying around $7,000 to $8,500 for a long-term nanny, but then the goal is to have that nanny stay at least for a year, or better yet, 2 or 3 years. But you know, that's hard to cough up sometimes for people to say, oh yeah, just $8,500 for a fee, but we have learned you get what you pay for sometimes.
And
you know?
especially when it's your babies, you know. I mean, it's scary because these people can often spend more time with your kids than you get to.
I know.
When you're working. That's sort of why we posed that question about your instincts off the top of the show, right? I know you said that often it's your instincts that tell you more than the background.
Oh man, I have
will,
so many
right?
regrets. I've had, you know, babysitters go really well and go really bad. And I look at the ones that went poorly, and I would say one in particular, something told me that something was wrong. But everyone else in my family, oh, she's great. I mean, even her references said, oh, she's amazing. But there was something in me that was just not quite settled. And I wish I would have listened.
I feel like I don't follow, because of my experiences with my nannies, I don't trust myself anymore. Because I've made really bad decisions, and I've done everything that I shouldn't have done. I did the background check first. I found my nanny on social media, or a couple nannies on social media.
But you're learning from it.
And I'm learning from it, and I'm lucky, and I'm just grateful that everything's okay. But it's really hard, I've discovered, and even if you think you're an intelligent, educated person, you make mistakes. You know,
you're dealing with people.
You're dealing with people.
People are people.
People are
For better
people.
or for worse.